Stadium. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, the Vols head coach told me before the game he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Ball skips out of bounds, penalty flag flies, and the onside kick is unsuccessful. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Bishop. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Back to pass on second down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Looking for a gap. It's Smothers. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Booster! Let it go! Arch is going to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. snagged out of the air. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him. On critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Brown. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Buys a little time with his feet, and he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Quarterback making adjustments.
Booster. Spider under. Go.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I know he tucked that thing and he got some good yards, but as a defense, that's exactly why you're so thankful to be in 3rd and long. You're backed up. You're taking away the passing game. No explosive plays. He takes off and run. He chews up some yardage, but you do what you're supposed to do. You throw that fist in the air and you force the 4th down.
Fourth down, Manning. Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down still. Feet.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his...
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. Here's Arch to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Goes to the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Never getting stopped on that 2nd down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Check. 14-24 plus. 14-24 plus. Let it go.
Here's Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Longhorns! Smokey the Cannon not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Run inside. It's Bishop. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Wants to fire on second down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now, so far, it's an 0 for 4 start.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. Turnover. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Caught in the backfield. It's Wingo. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Makes the grab, and he's brought down after a nice gain.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking for room. It's Smothers. tough run gets it to the 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
They'll run with Brown. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Makes the grab. It's Matthews. Racing down the left side. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Volunteers!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Running inside. It's Bishop. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third down, he drops to throw. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tennessee. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Arch Madness. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Quick step and go. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hold and finds his man on the left. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Volunteers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads it left. Rolls it in. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Going to try to get it himself. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Offense in a bunch formation. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. To the sideline, and he's able to tiptoe his way to a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Volunteers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver going in motion. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Got him. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the number 10 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's Mississippi State coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's a win streak now, 2 in a row after starting the season 1-1.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Play action, here's Manning. The sweet feet buy a little time. Coleman's got it on the right side. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. He stopped just a chance. Or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Manning. Get it out on the screen. Caught, and he's got room. He is in. Touchdown, Longhorn. He's doubled his touchdown output
That's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. He's in open space downfield. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Makes the catch. It's Bishop.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Going deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. The tag! Touchdown, Texas! And they turn it into a defensive score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Man, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of a defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Working on the right. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. And that's a great start to this second half.
Off play action on first down. Under fire. And down he goes.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
The quarterback has got to just settle down and take a breath. Threw a bad pick last drive, almost threw another one on that last play. He's got to regain his focus.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Vols look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! Makes the grab, inbounds. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
He's going for a big play downfield. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Mano-a-mano, man. One-on-one go ball. Who's going to make a play? The defender steps up to the occasion, knocks that one away for an incompletion.
Here's Manning to throw. Quarterback adapting. He'll try to do it himself. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Takes it the other way.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. Power football with the run. Touchdown Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And how about it? They change up the option look, run the option, but the receiver is the pitch man. And when he gets it, he does what he does best. Turn the afterburners on and takes it to the house.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
No harder position to play in the ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
The run inside. It's Bishop. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Looking down the middle. Can't make the grab on 3rd. And that is a rare drop for this guy.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Still running at the 40. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see?
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Staley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Drop the foot.